Howdy, and today we're going to do some more Walking Dead talk, and I'm going to do another What If, and I'm going to compete two characters again. So this time, I want to make the two heads of both shows, Fear and The Walking Dead, fight. So we have Morgan versus Daryl Dixon, and I want to speculate who would win the fight. So, first of all, we're going to not bother with any ranged stuff, because Morgan doesn't use ranged, and it's just... that's not even the real fight, okay? So we're going to get to, like, big... they're on a battlefield, none of them have the advantage right now. They're kind of this big square, this big, like, opened field, okay, of grass. And you got Morgan and Daryl, okay? They still have their weapons, okay? Who would win the fight? Well, let's look on Morgan's side first. Well, Morgan, okay? He has a big-ass stick. And then we're going to take it from the last time we see Morgan, but the bit where the stick's not broken yet, okay? So, he has a big-ass stick that's 6 foot long, with an axe on the end. Okay? That's pretty dangerous. What does Daryl have over here? 2 knives? Okay, Daryl's got 2 little knives. 2 little pointy knives. Okay, so, straight up, Morgan has the range. He has a 6 foot ass stick with a spike on the end as well. Okay, and a axe on the other end. Okay? Morgan has the range in this fight. Okay? Also, Morgan has more than range. He has, like, skill and training to use a certain martial arts. Okay, I think the martial arts he uses is called Bojitsu. Okay, it's basically he's a martial artist. Okay, what does Daryl got? Survival skills. I swing good with knife. I run. I dodge. Okay, that's Daryl. Okay. Another thing, we can actually, both characters have fought a character called Jesus, the best fighter in The Walking Dead. We can look at how they do with Jesus and speculate how they will do find each other. Well, I looked at Daryl's, and Daryl's is a bit dodgy because he's catching Jesus when he's off guard, okay? Jesus is in a car, and he's, like, kind of pulling on Jesus, and then kind of decks Jesus after Jesus saves him, okay? So, I think Daryl could probably fight Jesus, like, but not in a proper fight, okay? He has to take advantage of the certain situation. But we've seen Morgan have a good, long 2 to 3 minute battle with Jesus, and win by technicality because Jesus disarms Morgan and then gives Morgan back the weapon, and then Morgan puts the weapon to his throat. Okay, so Jesus, you could say Jesus won the actual fight, but Morgan then took advantage and then won the bit at the end. Okay, so both characters have had a iffy fight. Okay, and one over either Jesus being off balance or Jesus giving up the fight. Okay, so we both know they are very skilled fighters because they've obviously been able to fight with Jesus. Now, let's put them together. Well, first of all, Morgan has range, as we talked. So, Daryl, with his 2 little knives, wouldn't be able to get close to Morgan with his big-ass 6 foot long axe, okay? And with Morgan with all his skills and his specialization training in this weapon, okay, he is basically untouchable, in a way. We've seen Morgan fight being outnumbered 5 to 1 and still won because he has an axe and a 6 foot long stick. Okay? Do you think Daryl could fight an axe and a 6 foot long stick? No. I think Daryl could try to get close, and we know Morgan now. We're dealing with a Morgan that kills for the people he loves. Okay? Morgan can easily kill Daryl without going crazy and being like, I'm not going to murder. Morgan can murder Daryl, okay? And I think Daryl gets within 6 feet of Morgan. Axe, stick, axe, spin the stick, smack him in the leg. Okay, but somehow if Daryl, on a very off occasion, manages to disarm Morgan, which doesn't happen too often, Daryl would win because we've seen Morgan fight without a stick. Mr. Stick is literally his whole thing. He cannot fight without Mr. Stick. Okay, Daryl would win if Morgan didn't have Mr. Stick. I doubt Daryl will be able to disarm Morgan. Also, another way Daryl could win this is if he doesn't do a direct fight. All he's got to do is just kind of tire out Morgan, make him run off, and then just track him down. Because Morgan would never be able to rest, because Daryl would always know where he is, because Daryl can track Morgan down. Morgan has none of these skills. If Daryl runs off, Morgan loses him. So, if it's not a straight up fight and Daryl just goes, I'm going to tire you out, then fuck off, Morgan would never find him and Daryl could win that way. But we're doing this from the actual fight, so I think Morgan would win the fight just because he's got Mr. Stick with an axe on the end. Okay? But what do you think? Do you think Daryl would be able to disarm Morgan? Like, I don't. I think Daryl would just die because he wouldn't be able to get close. But that's my opinion. Please tell me what you think, and talk to you later.